Now, on this video that I recorded a little over a month ago, I'm explaining how to unsolder this Soret 12 EPR valve out of this tight location. This video will be especially helpful if you're working by yourself. Notice here, this copper ties into this suction line. Now, you can wrestle with it, or if you want it to be easier, you can unsweat the hot gas line from where it connects to so that it does not prevent you from moving it. Now, I hope this information helps, because if you do this, it's going to make your job a lot easier. And if you don't do it, it's going to be really hard. Be careful, be safe, don't be stupid. This is the hot gas line connected to the discharge header, which is located below this ball valve, which is closed. After we have unsweated the hot gas line from the suction line, we can actually lift the suction line out of the EPR by using this ratchet strap. It goes up and around and wraps around here, bringing my hook back down to attach to the pipe. And it will apply my lifting force while I heat the pipe to the proper temperature. Now this is the first half, the top of the EPR, and then we'll have to do our ratchet strap move on the body of the EPR, lift that out while we heat the bottom joint, and then the EPR is loose. Well, this is the old valve that's a piece of shit. It really is a piece of shit. And this is the new valve that's supposed to not be a piece of shit. And I sure was hoping this thing wasn't a piece of shit, because this thing was $1,100. So it's real important to make sure you diagnose it properly, because if you fuck up, well, that's on you. And it's always wise to protect from any debris potentially falling down into the suction header. That would be a disaster. And well, all this is just trivial footage. Get the bottom in first, duh. Get it sweated in, protect the valve, the body of it. Teflon seals inside, you wrap it with paper towels. You see I got wet paper towels everywhere. I'm a little overprotective, I think. But it never hurts to be safe about it. It would not go in. So I got a file. And I had to grind away the edge, the rim right there of that melted solder debris or whatever it was. I had to grind that down to not wrestle with it. Once that was addressed, the pipe was able to slide in, which I also have no footage of. Then I brazed them together, and life was smooth sailing from that point forward. This is after brazing it in. And yes, I did leak check it, of course. I evacuated the non-condensables, reopened my valves. And yes, I did reconnect the hot gas line. Suction headers at 9 psi, and so we're bringing that down to match that. We want this EPR to run wide open. This EPR valve is behaving. The other one did not. Because this piece of shit EPR wasn't responding to anything. It wasn't letting defrost work, it wasn't closing properly. During defrost, was doing nothing it was supposed to do. So this circuit's for the ice cream frozen aisle. Here's a picture of the aisle and of all the ice that had been accumulating for weeks or months, I don't know.